Michael Brown made a donation of £2.5 million to the Liberal Democratic Party. He's been found guilty of fraud. He's on the run. That means that £2.5 million could be given back to people who have been defrauded. I know you've been cleared by the Electoral Commission. I know you played within the rules at the time. But if you want to be an honest party and stand above everybody else in the fray, shouldn't you say, we give this money back, it was from ill-gotten gains?
All the parties, including ours, have been damaged by dodgy donors. And that's why we're arguing the whole system has got to be cleaned up.
I know that. And so I ask you a specific question. Should that money be given back?
If we were asked to give the money back by the Electoral Commission, we would have done so.
Take the moral lead.
No.
Why not?
We accepted that money in good faith.
I've said that.
It was spent a long time ago.
I accepted it.
And what we are now arguing, the positive point, we've all got to accept this. All parties have accepted money from parties that people they should not have accepted money from. And we've got to clean up the system, which is what we want to do.
Let me just make a distinction. You have said if you were asked to give the money back, you would. Don't you think you should give the money back? This is £2.5 million where people have been defrauded. If you give that money back, then maybe some of the people who've been ripped off by this guy will get their money back.
We have accepted the money in completely good faith.
No one's
not aware
that.
of any of that context. What we have said, we've all been contaminated by this very damaging system of party donation.
So in view of the context now, give the money back.
We want to clean that system. We want to clean the system up.
I know you do.
To make sure that people like this are not involved in donations again.
But if you wanted to do that in a preemptive way, you could say, unilaterally, we took this money. I mean, if you want to high ground, we took this money in good faith. We did it all by the rules at the time, but clearly it's wrong, and we're giving the money back.
If we thought there was any culpability, we would have taken that step. We want to clean the system up. Other parties have accepted vast sums of money from highly questionable donors. We have had that very one case.
Not by convicted fraudsters.
Well, if you go back into the 80s...
I'm talking recently.
Some very strange characters indeed.
That was an added extra. He's a convicted fraudster. There is more of a moral duty possibly on you to pay it back than there is the other parties.
Many of these donors are highly questionable, and that's why we've got to clean up the system.
We're talking about one donor. This is a moral issue. Voters want to know about your values as a person.
Yes,
surely you can say, do you think you should give the money back?
Do you think you should give the money back? That's the central question we're putting to you.
No, we don't think we should give it back, because we were in no way culpable. In no way culpable morally or in any other way. And our moral commitment is to clean up a system that is dirty and corrupt.
But the people who have been ripped off, it might help them get their money back. You are holding on to £2.5 million that has come from someone who defrauded other people. I just would suggest to you, Mr. Cable,
the moral position is very clear.
Well, I would just suggest to you...
Very clear. We accepted money in completely good faith. We were not in any way culpable.
This is Peter Figur's duck house defence.
Of course it isn't.
Well, it is the same thing.
It's a very expensive duck house.
It is
this
exactly
is not remotely the same situation.
Well, some would argue it's a lot worse because Peter Figurs was saying he was operating within the system.
We've all accepted that all political parties have been damaged by dodgy donors in the past, and there have been some very big donors to the other parties. We want to clean up the system.